done a video for a while, and I'm sorry for that, I've been a bit busy. But I have an amazing Peter Bernstein solo to share with you. So this one is taken from a live concert at Smoke Jazz Club in New York, and it's with his own trio. So Larry Golding's on the organ and Bill Stewart on drums. And this chord solo is taken from Pete's solo on Putting on the Ritz. So you can also check the PDF for the transcription. I'm gonna link for it below. But this chord solo that I just played is taken from his last chorus, actually. So it's the first two A's of his last chorus. So it's all in all 16 bars. So let's get into it. Now Pete starts with just with repeating this one chord, and he plays it in like dotted half notes. The chorus is just like a, well, it could be like an F minor 6 with an 11 on top, or it could be seen as like a B flat 7 13. But whichever way you look at it, we have a B flat on top, then a G, a D, and an A flat. And he comes into it, the chord falls on the 1 of the bar, and he comes into it from half a step up, so that's like a pickup. Well, actually it's not the 1, it's the 4 end, so the chord is also a bit of is a bit syncopated. But he comes into it from a half step above, and then he plays the chords on dotted half notes. So it's like a groups of 3 quarters. Now this is quite an up tempo, so it goes by pretty quickly. And he plays it 4 times. So if you think about it, 4 times 3 quarters, then we got 3 bars of 4 quarters. And then on the one of the 4th bar, he changes up the chord a little bit. So we go here. And now he plays this, well, it could be a lot of things, but I think of it as an E flat minor 6 with the 11 as well. Well, with the 11 and the 7. Anyway, it's quite an interesting, very, very Pete chord here. So we got a C on top of G flat, then we got a D flat, A flat, and then E flat. So we barre the 6th fret and play those two high strings with the 1st and 4th finger. Now the next chords are just kind of like your basic minor 7 9 chords. So an A minor 7. Basically the goal is this A flat, but again we come up from it from a half step up. So in A minor 7 we have a B, E, C, G, and you can go all the way down to the D. Now a half step down, so we have a B flat, E flat, C flat, or B, whichever way you want to look at it, G flat, and the D flat. So we will up here. Now we go down to that chord. Now again, if you want to check out the rhythm, you should kind of listen to the recording and maybe listen to the way I played it before. But the rhythm is really critical here, because this chord falls on the 1 and then on the 4 of the same bar. So again, syncopating it in this polyrhythmic manner, playing a 3 over 4. It goes on to the next chord, which is this E flat minor, perfect 4th chord. So we have a B flat, G flat, D flat, A flat, and then E flat. And that chord falls on the 4. So on the 4 of the same bar. Right, to get the rhythm you should kind of pay attention to the way I played at the beginning. So he repeats that chord once more, and then he goes back to the first chord we were talking about. So B flat, G, D, and A flat. And now he goes up, he plays this perfect fourth chord. So, well, it starts up in a B minor, but that's not really important. The important is kind of the goal, which is the F minor. But it just it plays that chord going up half steps. So it starts with a D, A, E, B. Now it just goes up till E minor, sort of. So we have a G, D, A, and E. And along the way it's just the same chord half steps up. And now the goal is kind of reached only in the next A. And the next A starts on that chord. So it's the same chord, half a step up. And that's kind of our goal for this whole chromatic passage. So the second A starts with this chord, which is this minor perfect fourth chord that Pete likes to use a lot. It's a very, I mean, he uses it all the time when he plays minor songs. So you should really pay attention to that chord. It's just an A flat. I'm going from up to down. A flat, E flat, B flat, and then F. And again, in terms of rhythm, it does something a bit tricky. So you can get the PDF and kind of look at it written down. Maybe it helps. But if you just try and think about it theoretically, then it does another kind of groupings of 3 on top of the 4. So it's another polyrhythmic pattern. But instead of playing just dotted half notes like it did before, now it plays this pattern. So a bit slower. So this is basically just two offbeats and another beat. So we got another group of 3, and on the 1 we play the offbeat, on 2 we play the offbeat, and on the 3 we play the beat. So again, slower. Now pay attention that the second time, when you go really fast, you can't really get the chord to sound that full. Rather, you kind of just strum the strings just for the rhythm. So if you do it a bit faster, it sounds like this. But the rhythm stays the same. Anyway, so the chords I'm doing here is, again, this F minor, and then we just play it one step, a whole step up. So we have a G minor, kind of. We have a B flat on top, F, C, and the G. And now we do the same thing, but a minor third up. So instead of starting from the 8th fret, we start now from the 11th fret with this chord. But we kind of, this time Pete kind of picks, instead of picking the middle 4 strings like he did before, now he picks the higher 4 strings. So the fingering is the same fingering, but we're kind of picking an E flat up here, a C flat, a G flat, and a D flat. And again, rhythmically we're doing exactly the same. And we play the chord another whole step up for the second time. So I'll just play this whole passage again together in rhythm. Again, a bit slower. Now he goes on playing with the same rhythm, with the same kind of rhythmical pattern, but he changes up the chord. So we reach this chord up here, which is kind of, it's the same chord we were using before for the A flat, but this is now a G flat minor with a 9, a G flat minor 9, right? So we have an A flat up here, D flat. This is an A, I mean you should call it a double B flat, a double flat B. But it's like an A and an F flat or an E. So this is a bit enharmonic here. So we start up with that chord, and we just go half steps down, and we play the same rhythmical pattern from before, right? The same grouping of 3 on 4. So we start on the offbeat again, and we just go down half steps 4 times. I'll do it once slowly. And make sure that you notice that when we play it a bit faster, we don't have to hit that second chord as clearly. When I'm playing it very slowly, I'm hitting the whole chord, but when you do it fast, there's no way of doing it that precise. So the second chord is more there for the rhythmical effect than really the notes. Just so don't expect all the chords to ring out in the same manner. Now just to finish this up, it goes all the way to E flat minor, which is actually the chord of the song. I mean, you can take a look at my PDF. I have all the chords written down. So we have just this normal E flat 7 chord. If you don't know that one, we have a B flat up there, G flat, D flat, and then E flat on the 6th string. Now it goes to this really interesting chord that he uses quite a lot. He uses this quite a lot for dominant chords. And what we got here is just an A flat triad with an A in the bass. So it's this kind of interesting dissonant sound. So in terms of notes, we have a C, a C, an A flat, an E flat, and an A. The rhythmical pattern kind of stays the same throughout these two chords. And our last chord is this A flat minor chord, A flat minor 9 chord, which is kind of the target of this whole chromatic lick that Pitt uses here. So we can reach this A flat minor 9. That's an E flat up here, a B flat, a G flat, and the C flat. And that kind of, I mean, if you think about the harmony of the song, this place should either be a D flat or an A flat minor, which is gonna get us to the F minor. So that's kind of the goal of this whole first 4 bars that Pitt was playing. And now, just to finish, to wrap this up, he plays this really nice augmented lick in C augmented. So we have a C7 coming up, and Pitt plays. So he just goes down an augmented triad. Starts with A flats, E, C, A flat, E, D flat, C, B flat, and then A flat. And this is the one of the F minor. And now it goes up in F minor arpeggio. So A flat, C, F, G, F, A flat, sorry, B flat, and C, and it finishes up with an octave, so F and F. So just again this whole lick together. And then from there it goes on to the bridge. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you got any questions, feel free to post them below. Other than that, subscriptions and likes are always appreciated. And I hope I'll see you next time.